I don't think I've ever smelled anything like this before. It's very unique. Louis Vuitton just re-released one of their most beloved fragrances, and this version might just be a new favorite. Welcome to Notes and Nuance, a channel dedicated to tasteful hot takes on music, fragrance, and pop culture. Sun Song is the 2025 re-release of Louis Vuitton's iconic citrus fragrance, that first launched in 2019 as part of their Colognes collection. Originally formulated with citron, orange blossom, and musk, the 2025 version returns with an updated blend that adds lemon, Petitgrain, and Neroli to the mix. Basically, all of my favorite fragrance notes. Now, I'll be honest, I never owned a bottle of the original version, but I smelled it enough times over the years that I feel like I have a good enough grasp on what it smelled like. All right, let's open this. I'm gonna do an unboxing. If you don't want to see the unboxing, skip ahead like a minute. Now, one thing I will say about Louis Vuitton is that they absolutely know how to package their fragrances. It's an experience. They usually include a couple samples with your order, and what's really funny to me is that they've never actually sent the samples that I requested. Don't feature the samples on your website if you can't send them. All right, so nice packaging here. Comes in just a standard white box. And then inside the white box is this. If I recall correctly, the previous version was pretty consistently this color without the gradient. And I think the bottle's the same. All right, so this bottle is just a beautiful orange to yellow gradient, yellow to orange gradient. It's actually, the camera doesn't do it justice. It truly is a beautiful bottle. I have some of my other bottles in my collection here, and it just blends very perfectly, very beautifully in with the rest of them. So, all right, so I'm gonna be real with you before I smell this. I know that's what you came for. I love fragrance. Obviously, I have a fragrance channel. Every new fragrance that I buy pretty much instantly becomes my favorite. I'm expecting this to be amazing. I'm just gonna put it out there. The bar is so high, but at the same time, it's theirs to lose. I feel like I'm going to love this fragrance. So based on the scent profile, I'm expecting this to smell a lot like one of my favorite fragrances of all time, Neroli Portofino. We will see if that turns out to be true, but that's sort of what I'm expecting, those vibes, because the notes are almost identical. All right, so I first want to spray it on the card just because I am curious to see kind of what that initial reaction is like. It's definitely not the same as the original version. For anyone, let me put that to rest. This one is much more layered. The one thing that I remember specifically about the original is that it just hit you instantly with this blast of orange blossom, right? And I think that's pretty much where the fragrance stayed the entire time. I can already tell from the jump, this is much more layered. All right, let's just spray it. Left short. It's gorgeous. It's, dare I say magical? It's magical. It's much softer than I was expecting. It's got this like addictive happiness quality about it. It's very different on the card. You need to get this on your skin because the card is not doing it justice, like at all. Like, no, it's definitely lighter than I expected. And that doesn't mean that it's not amazing. I think it's just more soft and subtle than I was expecting. And thank God Louis Vuitton lets you refill your bottles for a discount because I will be burning through this before the summer's over. It doesn't smell like summer in a bottle. I think you're gonna hear a lot of reviewers tell you that it's summer in a bottle. I think it's like a meadow in a bottle. It's much more vibrant and sophisticated than I was expecting it to be. I think the original version felt like it was very one note to me. I think it quite literally had like one or two notes in it. It's the addition of the Petitgrain in this version that I think is everything. I feel like if you love the original Sun Song, this one is toning down the brightness and adding a soft floral spotlight. It's light, it's clean, it's completely joyful. This one is a bit more mysterious. The orange blossom and the Petitgrain feel like they're having this dance back and forth in the most addictive way. And like I said, based on the scent profile, I was really expecting more Neroli Portofino, which is one of my favorite fragrances. This is not that. It hits different. It's softer, it's much more mysterious, much more layered. I don't think I've ever smelled anything like this before. It's very unique. The projection on this is decent. I definitely got a nice scent bubble around me. I'm never expecting a ton of longevity out of a fragrance like this. It's always gonna be pretty moderate, and that's pretty much what you get here. You'll likely need to reapply after a few hours, but as long as you go into it with that expectation, I think you'll be pretty happy. Now, is this blind buy worthy? If you're already a fan of the original or you live for citrus, neroli, orange blossom scents, I'd say absolutely. If you have the budget, I think it's a pretty safe bet. The haters are gonna hate. They're gonna tell you that it's an LV fragrance and that none of them last. I tend to look at them a bit differently. They sort of are what they are. Beautifully blended fragrances that evoke a specific emotion or a feeling. If that's what you're looking for, you will love this. If not, there are plenty of other fragrances out there that should satisfy you. Have you tried this one yet? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm also curious if you've tried the original, how you think they compare. I'm also happy to answer any questions you have, so ask away. And be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe to the channel for more hot takes on fragrance and pop music. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers.